Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, where you are watching us from. Greetings from the descendant of Thoth, the African prophet, to you all. I hope all is well with us. Even if there is challenges, it is part of life. Mother Nature, the mother of universe, will see us through. Thank you very much. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being with us. All the comments are welcome, positive and negative. We are learning. This is another episode when the realities of life are uncovered. Change is a must. I greet you once again. We are here to expound religious expose. We are here to proceed with our religious discussions. In as much as a lot of people have problem with this, that is the religious adherents, the religious folks, we don't have problem. We are okay. We understand how this thing works. You believe in a religion and believe in God with your emotions, not with your intellect. So when anything that you give your emotions to, anything that you sacrifice your emotions to is touched, you are also being touched. When anything that your emotions are attached to is being hurt, your emotions will be hurt as well. So we are okay, we understand. But between these two, tell me which one is better? To know what you are doing and do what you do not know, which one is better? Trust me, as a Muslim, you don't know what you are practicing. I repeat, you don't have a clue about what you are practicing. I think people like us should be commended because we are exposing and digging and unraveling what is beneath your Islamic religion. To those of you who think you know Islam, I think you should commend us as well. Now, why do we want to do this, or why are we interested in doing this? We are interested in doing this because we want to stop danger in future. The danger in future is what we want to put a stop at. We want to cripple religious insurgents. We want to cripple religious insolence. We want to cripple religious hazards. This is why we are doing what we are doing. Let me give you an example. Northern part of Nigeria was once a peaceful part of the country. Now, religion has turned it into a hell. If you disagree with me on this, it means you don't know what is happening in Africa. You don't check African history. Sudan is the only part of Africa where famine is adored. Famine is allowed. Famine is embraced properly. Yes. Ask anybody from Sudan and they will tell you. And nothing has brought them to this point than religion. This is what we can't allow to have here in Ghana in future. 1 out of 2 things must happen. It either a religious person practice their religion in their homes and impose whatever shape and whatever ridiculous teachings of the religion upon themselves, only themselves, and let other people be, or they drop it entirely. This is the 2 choices. One must go with one. It's either you impose all the garbages of your religion upon you alone and let other people be and stop calling other people names, or you drop it and you'll be free. Any of these 2 will be achieved. If not today, a day is coming. Thank you very much. Once again, I welcome you. The expose has gotten to the point of Al-Isra wal-Miraj. You saw the last video. The last video was about how Muhammad was taken, how his heart was cleansed again. It seems like Muhammad's heart needs to be cleansed every 3 months. That is how it appears to me in Islamic books. Well, the first heart surgery Muhammad had was to be the portion of Satan being taken out of his heart. The portion of Satan being taken out of Muhammad's heart. That was the first surgery. But it seems like the portion of Satan keeps on coming and going. It keeps on coming and coming and coming. So Allah and his surgical angels has to be doing has to be repeating the heart surgery upon Muhammad day in and day out. I was holding this book. The last video, I believe this was the book I was holding when I discussed to you how the heart of Muhammad was cleansed before he was taken upon the flying or the jumping animal or the jumping mama known as Burak in Islamic books and in the head of African Abduls and in the head of Islamic folks. In the reality, there is no such an animal. There is no such a mama. Yes. Now, we've discussed with you what happened in Jerusalem. The way Islamic books claim that Jerusalem was the landing point. Muhammad landed and led group of prophets, which among the prophets is Abraham, Moses, Jesus. That is, even if they've ever existed, the key personalities or the key characters of Abrahamic religion. Now, this is the final episode of what happened in Jerusalem. After that, we'll take you through Muhammad's journey in the sky. Come with me as I finalize or I draw the curtains of the incident and the occurrences that took place in Jerusalem. Now, apart from the cup full of liquid, wine or alcohol, milk and honey, apart from the leading of the prayer that Muhammad did in Jerusalem with the so-called mosque, which was of course a lie because there was no mosque there. With so-called mosque, in so-called mosque, the prayer took place. Muhammad led bunch of ghosts because they were ghosts. All of them were dead. They were ghosts. As to whether they were holy ghosts or pure ghosts or dirty ghosts, I can't tell. But Muhammad led bunch of ghosts in prayers in Jerusalem. Now let me finalize to you what happened in Jerusalem. And you know the reason why this part of the story has been cooked and prepared, just to make Muhammad the superior, to hype Muhammad and place Muhammad at the top of the remaining Abrahamic characters. Muhammad is beyond Jesus, Muhammad is beyond Moses, and Muhammad is beyond Abraham. Abraham, who is seen to be the fundamental pillar of Abrahamic religions, Muhammad has been hyped in this story beyond him. Now, Muhammad went extra to describe those three personalities or these three characters. He described Abraham, he described Moses, and he described Jesus. Let me take you through the description and we draw the curtains to the issue or to the occurrences that took place in Jerusalem. Now I'm taking you to a book known as At-Tabaqat al-Kubra. The author is Muhammad ibn Sa'd. One thing about At-Tabaqat al-Kubra is that At-Tabaqat al-Kubra is easy to deal with. You know why? Ibn Sa'd took his time to arrange At-Tabaqat al-Kubra. It was properly arranged. Unlike other books, something like As-Siratul Nabawiyya Ibn Hisham, the second oldest seerah it had to deal with, the informations are scattered. The informations of Islamic background, Muhammad's history, Muhammad's background, Islamic history in Ibn Hisham's book is scattered. The informations are scattered. Not to talk of the difficult aspect of the Arabic language. The language is some kind of archaic. The language is some kind of archaic, very difficult to understand. So it is hard to deal with Ibn Hisham's book. Now, Sirah books are like that, including the As-Siratul Nabawiyya Ibn Kathir and also Al-Bidayah wa Nihaya of Ibn Kathir. The informations there are difficult to handle. They are difficult to deal with. Unlike At-Tabaqat al-Kubra of Ibn Sa'd. Now, in volume 1, page 183, this is said to be what Muhammad said. Come with me as I read the Arabic and break it down to you. This is your religion. All those things we are reading to you and explaining to you, you still think you have a religion that is coming from a deity or that is coming from a divine. Then I don't know the type of attire you have been drinking. Yes, I don't know the type of food you have been eating. This is planned, masterminded by humans and sold to you, and you fall for it. This is the reality. If I read your books and you got furious with me, then listen, you are not upset with me, you are rather upset with your books. Upsetting with your books means that you are upset with your religion. So this is what you are doing. What you are doing is a great sign that I'm really working. For you to be angry with me for reading your books means that you are angry with your religion, because that is the source of your religion. So if I'm reading your source to you and you are angry with me, it is not me that you are angry with. You are angry with the source of your religion, which means you are angry with your religion. If you are angry with your religion, if reading the source and the background of your religion will upset you to this level, why can't you drop it? Drop it and be free, because it is bunch of lies. It is bunch of fairy tales. Come with me as I take you through the hadith. Now, Ibn Sa'd has this to say, volume 1 in the book of At-Tabaqat, page 183, it says, Akhbarana Hujayn ibn al-Muthanna, a reporter known or a narrator known as Hujayn ibn Muthanna, Akhbarana, told us or narrated to us. Akhbarana Abdul Aziz ibn Abdullah ibn Abi Salama and Abdullah ibn al-Fudail and Abi Salama and Abi Hurra. This is chain of narrators. They are just names, reporters. Now, and Abi Hurra. Abi Hurra, the meaning of the name is the father of pussycat. He is one of the companions of Muhammad. In fact, one of the closest companions of Muhammad. But trust me, there is no entity, there is no personality known as Abu Hurra. It's a lie. It's a fictional character. There is nobody like Abu Hurra. We will get there. A lot of fictional characters in Islam, just like the way a lot of fictional characters in the Quran. Abu Hurra is a fictional character. Salman al-Farisi is a fictional character. But you see, you mention Abu Hurra as a fictional character, you have problem with Salafis and Sunnis. But Shias will applaud you for saying that. Yes, attack Abu Hurra and upset the Sunnis. Attack Abu Hurra and upset the Salafis. Attack Abu Hurra and pleased the Shias. Attack Abu Hurra and the Shias will clap for you. Well, we don't give a damn whoever clap for us or whoever is angry with us. Abu Hurra is a fictional character. Nobody has ever existed known as Abu Hurra. No, in Islamic world, nobody is known as Abu Hurra. When we get there, we will do justice to it. Another fictional character in Islam is Salman al-Farisi. Salman al-Farisi is also a fictional character. There is nobody in Islamic world known as Salman al-Farisi. You see, do this and you upset the Shias. Attack Salman al-Farisi and Shias will be angry with you. Attack Salman al-Farisi and Sunnis and Salafis will clap for you. You see how hypocritical the religions are. You see how hypocritical the religious sect are. Both of them and shit. They've never existed. Salman al-Farisi never existed. Abu Hurra never existed. In fact, the real name of Abu Hurra, according to Islamic books, is known as what? Abdurrahman bin Sakhr ad-Dawsi. They never existed. When we get there, you hear us. Now, the reporter, the last reporter who got the reporter from Muhammad is Abu Hurra, the fictional character Abu Hurra, reporting from the fictional character Muhammad. Qala, he said, Qala Rasulullah, the apostle of the deity Allah said, Laqad ra'aytuni fil hijr. I saw myself fil hijr in a room, wa Qurayshun tas'aluni an masraya, and Quraysh were questioning me about my nocturnal journey to Jerusalem. Well, they will question you. One night to Jerusalem, to the sky, and came back in one night, overnight. They will question you. At least they are not like Abduls in the mosque. They are not like the Arab-esque kissers in the mosque who don't ask questions. They don't ask proper questions. No, Quraysh are not like that. They are Arabs. They understand the language. But the Abduls in the mosque, unfortunate, they are not Arabs. They don't understand anything. It is only what the Sheikh, Ustaz, Shehu, Mukaddam tells them that they believe. Because they don't understand the language, but those ones are Arabs. They understand it. It is their language. So they were questioning him about his nocturnal journey. فَسَأَلُونِي أَنْ أَشْيَاءٍ مِنْ بَيْتِ الْمَقْدِسِ. They asked me things about the Holy Land, or the pure house, the holy house, or the Holy Land, the holy city. Lam uthbitha. I couldn't answer them. I couldn't establish an answer to those questions. Okay. Fakuribtu kerban, and I became perplexed. I became worried. Ma kuribtu mithlahu qat. I've never been perplexed in my life like that before. Okay. Farafahu Allahu ilayya, and Allah brought the image of the Holy Land to me, Jerusalem to me. Anzuru ilayhi, and I was watching it in the air, in the image, or however I was watching it. Ma yas'aluni an shay'in illa ambatuhum. Since Allah brought the image of the Jerusalem to me, whatever they ask me, I answer them. وَقَدْ رَأَيْتُنِي فِي جَمَاعَةٍ مِنَ الْأَنْبِيَاءِ, and I saw myself with a group of prophets, Anbiya, prophet. فَإِذَا Musa, and I saw Moses. Now he's coming to describe Moses. And I saw Moses qa'imun yusalli. I saw Moses standing and praying. Moses standing and praying. This standing ovation prayer is Islamic prayer. So Moses was a Muslim. This is what the Abduls, the Arab kissers, has been telling us all the time when we have discussion with them. Moses is a Muslim. Adam is a Muslim. You ask them to provide the evidence of these people being Muslims, it becomes a problem. Yes, so he's standing. As far as Moses is standing, it means he's praying like Islamic form of prayer, right? Yes. Yusalli, he is praying, not yadu'u, not yadu'u, not yadu'u. If it were to be yadu'u, we would say any other prayer. But he said yusalli, salat. Salat, Islamic type of prayer. Moses is a Muslim. Oh yes, Moses is a Muslim. Cooked stories full of lies, pack of lies, parcel of lies. Okay, usually, فَإِذَا رَجُلٌ ضَرْبٌ. And he says, this is the description of Moses. Moses is a slim person. It's not fat. Moses is slim. فَإِذَا هُوَ رَجُلٌ ضَرْبٌ. Darbun means slim. He's a very slim person. Very slim. Moses is slim. Jadun. And he has short curly hair. Short curly hair. That is how Moses' hair looks like. Some kind of African hair, right? Some sort of African hair. Let's proceed. And he says, كَأَنَّهُ مِنْ رِجَالِ شَنُوءَ. He looks like Arabs of Shanua. Shanua Arabs are Arabs known as Banu Azd in Hijaz, the village Arabs. Moses, who was an Israelite, looking like a village Arab in Hijaz. Yes, this is the description of Muhammad about Moses. And then he says, I also saw who? وَإِذَا Isa ibn Maryam. I saw Isa ibn Maryam. Isa, the son of Miriam, not the son of Mary. Isa, the son of Miriam. So you see, the description of Moses here is the Moses of Muslims. Moses of Muslims. You see, Islamic Moses is different from Christianity, the Moses of Christians and Jews. Islamic Moses went to bath, took off his clothes, put it on a stone, bathing. Because the Jews are arguing about him, some Jews said Moses was not circumcised. Islamic Moses, for that matter, was not circumcised. Now, in order for Allah, Islamic Allah, to establish to the Jews that Moses has been circumcised, the Jews came lacking and watching, trying to peep the dick, pardon my manners, of Moses. Now, in order for Islamic Allah to establish and show the Jews that Moses was circumcised, Islamic Allah commanded the stone on which Moses placed his clothes start to run. The stone started running and Moses started chasing the stone. Hence, the Jews saw Moses' manhood and they confirmed that, oh, our brother Moses has been circumcised. This is Islamic Moses for you, not Jewish Moses, not Christian Moses. In fact, not biblical Moses, Islamic Moses. Now, let's listen to the description of Islamic Jesus. He saw Isa ibn Maryam, the son, Jesus, the son, Isa, the son of Miriam. Qa'imun, he's also standing, yusalli, performing Islamic prayer, not yadu'u. Yusalli, salat. Jesus is also performing Islamic kind of prayer. You see? Yes. You understand now? Yes. So this is Islamic Jesus, not the biblical Jesus. Okay. Now let's proceed. And it says, Akrabun nas bihi shabahan. And says the one that Jesus looks like, or look-alike of Jesus. The look-alike of Jesus is someone known as Urwatu bin Mas'ud al-Thaqafi, an Arab villager in Hijaz known as Urwatu bin Mas'ud al-Thaqafi. Jesus looks like him. You see, so all the Islamic Moses is not like biblical Moses. Islamic Jesus is not like biblical Jesus. He looks like an Arab man. Yes, he looks like an Arab man. Let's proceed. And he says, وَإِذَا Ibrahim. Now, who is the look-alike of Ibrahim? There is this trend on social media nowadays, the look-alike. Some time ago, the look-alike, people trying to look like the celebrities or whatever, I don't know. So I think the look-alike of Abraham. Now, who does Abraham looks like? Or who is the look-alike of Abraham? Now listen, وَإِذَا Ibrahim, and I saw Abraham, Qa'imun, he's also standing, Yusalli, he is also performing the prayer. He is also performing the prayer of Muslims. Yusalli, salat. he is doing salat. He is performing Islamic type of prayer. You see, when you steal people's stories, this is what happens. When you steal people's stories, the flaws will be uncountable. When you steal people's stories, when you copy people's stories, when you do copy and paste, this is what happens. Now, who is the lookalike of Abraham? And he says, Ashbahu nasu. No, let me correct my Arabic. Ashbahu nasi bihi sahibukum. The one that looks like Abraham is sahibukum, your friend. Meaning, he says, yani nafsahu. He means himself. So, Muhammad is the lookalike of Abraham. So, if Judaism, Christianity is Abrahamic religion, and this is the lookalike of Abraham, what do you think Judaism and Christianity is supposed to do? They should subject themselves to Muhammad, because this is the lookalike of the founder of their religion. Now you see the game. You see the game Muslims are playing. Muslim storytellers. Muhammad says he is the lookalike of Moses. Abraham. Muhammad says he is the lookalike of Abraham. So you Christians outside there, you Jews outside there, this is your father. Abraham is father of Christianity, father of Judaism. This is his lookalike. So you must follow him. Now you understand why as a Jew, you're going to go to hell. And you understand why as a Christian, you're going to go to hell. In other words, you understand why Islam declares Christians and Jews as people that will go to hell. Because this is the lookalike of the founder of your religions, and you refuse to subject yourself to him. As a result of that, you will go to hell. Now you understand the whole game now. Yes, this is the thing. Look at all this. Look at all this. Now, so Muhammad says he is the one who looks like who? Abraham. So Muhammad is the lookalike of Abraham. Maybe better still, Muhammad is the reincarnated Abraham. Right? I'm joking. That is just by the way, full of nonsense. That is why some Islamic clerics are trying to span out. They are spanning out these stories. They are kicking it out. You can't kick it out. It is part of your religion. It is part of your religion. Now, let's proceed. And he says, فَهَانَتِ الصَّلَاةُ فَأَمَّمْتُهُمْ. And the time of prayer was due, فَأَمَّمْتُهُمْ. And I led them in the prayer. Salat, Islamic type of prayer. He led them in prayer. Now listen. فَلَمَّا فَرَغْتُ مِنَ الصَّلَاةِ. When I was done with the prayer, with the salat, قَالَ لِي قَائِلٌ. Someone said to me, Ya Muhammad, oh fictional character Muhammad, the fictional character Muhammad, هَذَا مَالِكٌ. This is an angel known as Malikun. His name is Malik. Sahibu Anar, the guider, the keeper, the gatekeeper of Anar, hellfire. Well, so Muhammad met the gatekeeper of the hell, Islamic hell for that matter. You know, Christians has their hell. Islamic hell, the gatekeeper of Islamic hell is known as Malik. Muhammad also saw him in Jerusalem. What the hell is the gatekeeper of Islamic hell doing in Jerusalem? You still don't have problem with this, your religion, right? You must have some kind of LPG in your head. Liquid petroleum gas. And I have anything. You must have some LPG in your head. What the hell is the gatekeeper of Islamic hell doing in Jerusalem? What is he doing there? Oh, he went there to gather some of people that will go to hell? Well, now, Muhammad said after the prayer, someone told him, this is Malik. This is Malik. His name is Malik. Sahibun Nar, the gatekeeper of hellfire, Islamic hellfire. Fasallim alayhi. Said Muhammad, say hi to him. Greet the gatekeeper of Islamic hell. Greet him. Faltafattu ilayhi. Muhammad says, and I tend to look at the gatekeeper Malik. This name is common in our community, and they have corrupted the name and Hausalize it. That is Maliki Maliki. This is Malik. Any Maliki you hear in Zongo community or Islamic dominated community, that is this name, Malik. So all the Malikis in Zongo community, this is the origin of their name, Malik. So all the Maliki you hear is a name of the gatekeeper of Islamic hell. So those of you in Zongo community that has a family member known as Maliki, be careful. This Maliki guy will take you people to hell. Well, that's just by the way. So all the Maliki, this is where they get their name from. The gatekeeper of hell. Islamic hell for that matter. Now, listen. Faltafatu ilayhi, Muhammad said, and I tend to look at the hell gatekeeper. Fabadani bisalam. And Maliki or Malik, the Islamic hell gatekeeper, greeted me first. Yes, he greeted me first. So you see, this is the description. As if this is not enough, let me draw the curtains of this particular episode by reading to you from the book of the second oldest seerah, so that you know that we are not making those stuffs up. They are in your books. As-Siratun Nabawiyah Ibn Hisham, the second oldest seerah book. Now come with me in that book and let's see. There is the same narration over there. This is part 2 of the book. Now go to page 12. It is read, there's a caption here. Rasulullah, the apostle of Allah, Yasifu Ibrahim, is describing Ibrahim, wa Musa and Moses, wa Isa and Jesus. Yeah, he says, Amma Ibrahim, he says, for Ibrahim, here he mentioned Ibrahim first. Amma Ibrahim, you see Abraham, falam ara rajulan ashbaha bisahibikum, wala bisahibikum ashbaha bihi minhu. I haven't seen anybody who looks like Abraham than your friend. That is he, Muhammad. So he is the one who looks like Abraham more than any other person. Well, I guess Muhammad looks like Abraham more than the son of Abraham, Isaac. Muhammad also looks like Abraham more than the son of Abraham, Ishmael. Maybe the remaining sons of Abraham, Muhammad looks like Abraham than them. Then he says, our Amma Musa, but as for Musa, Farajulun Adam, he is dark-skinned person, Tawilun, he is tall, Darbun, very slim, Jadun, and he has short curly hair. That is Moses for you, Islamic Moses for that matter. Akna, and he has pointed nose. Ka'annahu min rijali Shanua, he looks like the people of Shanua, the clan of Banu Azad in Arabian Peninsula. That is Moses for you. Now, Wa'amma Isa, but Jesus, the son of Mary, Farajulun Ahmar, he is white, or Ahmar, he is red. He is red-skinned person. Red-skinned person, Bain al-Qasir wa Tawil. He is not tall and he is not short. Well, this is Islamic Jesus for you. And he says, Sabtu Shar, he has long hair, Kathir al-Khilan al-Waji, there is always water dripping through his face. This is what Muhammad is saying about the description of these Abrahamic personalities: Abraham, Moses, Jesus. This is what happened in Jerusalem, according to fairy tales, or according to the storytellers of Islam. This is what we have for you. Now, all the incidents of Jerusalem has been narrated to you. Come with us to the next video as we take you through the ascension. Let's follow Muhammad and see how he climbed to the seventh heaven. The prophet of Africa, the descendant of Thoth, I say to you, bye-bye.